Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Our match today is Eklent KACI from Albania versus Rulsan CHINAKHOV from Russia. It's a race to 9, alternate break. The 9 balls racked on the spot. 3 object balls must go past the head string for a legal break. 3 consecutive fouls by the same player is lost again. KACI's, we're already 1-0. KACI's shooting. Shot the 5 ball in. He's trying to get on the 6. That's not too bad. He'll probably shoot the 6 ball in the right corner and draw over for the 7 in the side. Or the 7 in the same corner. If he comes up short, he'll put a little bit of left bottom on this. This is the easier corner to shoot to, and that's why he's shooting it that way also. He'll just draw over, probably for the 7 in the side. That's how he hit the rail a little bit. That was the easier shot because he could tag the rail a little bit. Rulsan CHINAKHOV is 1-0 over KACI. Shooting a 7 ball on the side. He's going to roll it up with top, straight top. Like that, very good. Now he'll just follow this 2 rails and shoot the 9 on the side. That's the easiest way to play it, unless he doesn't want to shoot. He doesn't like shooting them in the sides. He'll draw back with left bottom and shoot it in the other corner. The 9 ball. That's what he did. He didn't like that shot. I don't like them either, really. Those little shots for the sides. He'll draw this to the side rail with a lot of left bottom. Now it's 1-1. KACI ties it up. Looks like Rulsan to break from the CHINAKHOV to break from the right side with right bottom. Wow, what a good break. And he got a bad roll. He's always had a pretty good break. I played him a couple of times. I guess I know these 2 guys pretty, not ideal, but I know their game's better than some of the guys over in Europe. He'll just thin this and play him behind the 8 ball. Straight ball, maybe a little bit of spin on it. Real slow. Good shot. That's a real good shot. He'll either kick 2 rails, medium speed, and try to hit the ball, or 1 rail. I think he'll elect the 2-railer, because the kicking 1 rail, he doesn't have enough leverage on the cue ball because it's jacked up over the 8. I think I played Rulsan once. I beat him. But we were both dead tired. It was like a marathon tournament, a 1-day marathon. It was unreal. Really, it was. And he was just super tired. I think that he made a few mistakes. I played well. I think my conditioning showed up there at that tournament, though. I still didn't win the tournament. But anyway, KACI snookered. He's going to try to kick 2 rails. He wants to hit the correct side of the 1, which will be towards the rack end here. He wants to hit that side of the 2 ball. Put a little bit of right on it. Oh, he hit that awful hard, though. I thought he should have kicked it softer than that. Yeah. He was trying to get something else to happen, I guess. He hit it like a marble. He hit it very square. He'll just roll this in with straight ball and go back across the table right near the 6. Like that. And he'll put left top or left middle and come back to the middle of the table and shoot the 6 in the other corner. Good shot. Perfect. He's a tall guy, too. He'll just put just below center with right. He'll use the rail, spin off the rail. Like that. Good shot. Both these guys have very sound games, fundamentally. He'll roll this in with straight top or draw back. He's going to draw back. I would use the rail there. He's just showing off. No, just kidding. Left bottom, and he'll go to the rail. He'll use the rail a little. You shoot the 9 in the other corner. Very good. I like the way he plays, and he plays the shots a lot like I do. A little bit of right bottom, just draw off or stop. Stun. Got the stun. 2-1, CHINAKHOV. KACI to break, right side, right bottom, driving the cue ball to the side rail. Doesn't want to foul the break. This table looks to be breaking fairly generous from what I've seen so far. I don't know what the conditions of the cloth are, but they must be a little better than the last commentary I did. That table seemed like it was a sidewalk or something, played like a sidewalk, that last one I did. But I think this one has a little more grass on the fairway here. You never know what you're getting with some of these tables that have been played on a lot, whether they're worn down or they're not as worn as the other one, whether they're dry or a little bit wet. To the conditions of what I'm looking at so far, it seems like they're kind of dry. Overall, it's drier in Europe anyway than it is in America, I can tell you that. He's going to play the combination, which I think isn't a bad shot. He's going to try to cut the 2 onto the 7 ball. But the only thing is his position. I've played KACI once, he beat me. I played terrible. That's the way it goes. It's like he's going to draw it a little to the bottom rail. Try to come around and create something. Nope, just like that. Don't land on top of that. That is death right there. Now this will be a good shot. If he makes this, it will be a really good shot. All he's got to do is make it. He's guaranteed position almost. The cue ball might slide down towards the bottom rail off the 9. I don't think the 9 goes. He looked at that. He would shoot it harder. He could shoot it hard and make the 9. It might deflect off a little bit differently than what I see on the screen. Looks like a 1 camera angle too, so far. He actually could shoot this harder. I would just roll it nice and slow. Just bump into the 9 and make the 2, if I make it. Like that. I knew that would come down to the bottom rail and it did. It bounced off. Perfect. He hit that good. Very well. He's a good player, but I'd like to see him play placement with a clock. He needs more pressure on him to see if he's any good, really. He'll just stun this or stop right there because the 5's right there for the other corner by the 8. He might use the rail. He might stun into the rail like that. And that's a smart shot. That's the right way to shoot that shot. You got to take little chances and be aggressive here and there. He'll just roll this in or stun it also and creep forward like that. That's a shot the amateurs need to learn. A little creep shot where you creep forward a little bit, creep over or whatever. He might put he might shoot this in the other corner there. He chose that corner. He put a lot of left on it, came out perfect. He'll stun off the rail with some left. And now he'll just stop it right there and draw it back just a little off the rail, like that. 2-2, KACI tied it up. Good break and run. CHINAKHOV to break, right side, right bottom, driving the cue ball to the side rail. Ooh, he Brooklyned it and got away with it. Turned out good. Wow. I could do it. Anytime I hit them bad, I don't get anything. I don't get anything when I hit them good. I haven't seen a table break this easy ever in America. I still say it's drier over there. He's just going to draw back or come straight down the table with right, just to get a little angle on that 3, so he can come over for the 4. He'll come over to the side rail just so he can go 2 rails to play the 5 in the corner. He'll draw this with a little right bottom or go around the rails like that. He could have drawn that over or went 3 rails either way. Now he'll go 2 rails and play the 5 ball in the corner, on the left corner here. No, he's going to draw around and play the 5 on the side. 3 rails. 1, 2, 3. Glad I caught that at the last moment. I saw him cueing, and I could tell that he wasn't going to follow the ball. He'll just draw off and play the 6 on the same side with left bottom, like that. This guy's pretty sound. I like to see him play placement pull also. I think he would do well. I really do. Because he plays fast. He plays like I do. There's a shot clock in it, and you can't be like lollygagging or nothing. It's a serious game. More serious than this. Right bottom and draw over and shoot the 7 on the same side. He plays much like I do, this guy. He'll just roll this in and play the 9 down here in the corner. Roll it in, no spin. And he could roll this in with left top or draw it with left bottom. He'll draw it with left bottom. The pockets are generous. I can see that. So if the pocket was difficult, you'd probably roll that ball just to make sure it goes in. 3-2, CHINAKHOV leads. A nice break and run from him. KACI to break, right bottom, right side, drawing the cue ball to the side rail, unless he Brooklyns it. And you don't want that cue ball to go too low either. You want it to like go just like it did. Ooh, he got unlucky. 8 ball and the 6 tied up. He'll have to break that out. He's got a shot to do it right here. He'll play a lot of the left and use the side rail to bounce out on the 3. And he can fire the 3 ball in with a lot of right bottom and go 2 rails and run right into the 6 and the 8. If he chooses to do that, it's there. The position might be a little funny. If the 5 goes past the 7, the shot's on. But if he doesn't elect to do that, he come around and try to break it out with the 5 ball somehow, which looks a little difficult. I don't know exactly. Come around and get right where he's looking right there and go into him with straight top or force into him. He can go 2 rails off the 3 ball the same way. He wants to put left top, bounce out, right back almost where it is, the 2 ball. And then go 2 rails and create that little angle to stun into the 6 ball and the 8 or to roll into it. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. He put a lot of left and he'll drag the ball a little like that. Just bounce out. He went too far though. He went too far to create that perfect angle he wanted to get on that 5. If he would have stopped a little shorter, he'd just go 2 rails and he would have landed perfect. Almost, he could not mess it up hardly, probably. He can still do it, but it's trickier now because he's got less angle. He might try something else even now. He might try to stun around and hit him the way I said before. I thought he should have done that anyway. Well, he bounced too far. These rails are pretty live on these dynamic. I've never heard of this table, but I guess I'm hearing of it now. I don't know if he's going to roll this and try to create that little angle to break them out down there, or is he going to draw the crap out of it with spin, stun it with spin, and try to bounce into them with 2 rails. No, he's going to try to create that little angle, and I think he did it. Yes, he did. He got exactly where... He didn't get ideal, I don't know. I can't tell. This is only a 1-angle camera here, but it's good enough. It's better than some of the ones I've been dealing with, but I guess they ain't going to give me another view. I'm going to have to do my job from here, which is tough. He's going to have to stun the ball. I don't think he can roll it. I don't think he's got enough angle to roll the ball. So he'll stun it on the middle with some right or just below center and hit it real hard and try to create something. He doesn't know exactly what he's going to get on the 6 ball. He's just trying to Put the cue ball into him and create something. And he got a little bit of a dot back there. And I was right. He did not have enough angle to roll the ball. If he could have rolled into him, he could have got more. He's just going to roll this real easy and play him right behind the 8. It's a simple safety. Got to go ahead and commit yourself on it. These little safeties are easier if you truly just get down and commit yourself, but they're never easy when you're slow rolling a ball like this. I don't know if he can do it now. He's looking at something else. He could bank this in with left top, but I think he has an easy safety to roll it. Or it's maybe not sitting just right. If it's not sitting right for the safety, he'll try to bank the ball cross side. But the cue ball, I don't know if it's going to hit the 8 or go around it. Or he's drawing it. He might draw it and bank it. Yeah, he's going to hit it hard and bank it somehow. And let the cue ball draw away from the 8 or into it. Good shot. You hit that well. Now he'll just shoot this and go back and forth. He might come over and get for the side with a little bit of left. Just like that. Side pocket. Now he'll put a lot of left on it, and he'll hit down here in the middle of the bottom rail with left and go back down table for the 9. Perfect. Hit that good. Left bottom. Very good. 3-3. KACI ties it up. CHINAKHOV to break. Right side. Right bottom. Driving the cue ball to the side rail. Last time he Brooklyn and got away with it. Look at that, he's making the 1 too. It was going. Wow. I'll never see a table break like this, ever. It's crazy. Well, they're using that magic rack. That helps, I guess. Even anywhere you go here, I never see tables break like this. They do over there. They don't even hit them hard. They just like cut them with a little spin, and they just take off and go in the holes, and everybody gets a shot. I never get a shot like this. You just stop right there. No mystery to this. 2 balls hanging in the hole. His problem is the 3. He doesn't know if he wants to go into them here or just play the bank. I think he should just play the bank. He looks like he's drawing into them. He hit it well, I'll tell you that. That's great right there. He'll just shoot the 3 in the side now, jack the cue up. Well, maybe he can roll it and hit the 8. Just roll the ball, or he's going to go away from the 8. Hey, shot it in the corner, wow. That was a hell of a shot. I couldn't tell from here what kind of, he must not have had way less angle for this. He had too much angle for the side. Now he'll just go back and forth here. He'll put some left, a little bit of left on it so it goes down table a little bit. And it'll go 1, 2, 3 rails, I think. 1, 2. He's hit that too hard. He's all right though, and he's a tall guy. He can reach this shot. A lot of guys would be in trouble here. He went 3 rails, but he hit it a little firm. These rails are boingy. He doesn't have to hit. I'm surprised he can't reach it. He's going to shoot it left-handed. He'll shoot it with straight ball. He won't put any spin on it because it's too risky. And he'll roll down table, and I hope he gets for the side or the corner. And he landed right on the 50 yard line, kind of. He's all right, though. he'll just touch draw this in the corner and roll over for the 8 ball in the same pocket. A lot of bottom on this for you amateurs, these little shots. Aim thick on them and just spin them in like that. And then the ball will just touch draw down the table for you. That's called a touch draw. Like he'll stun this off the rail and shoot the 9 in the same pocket. Yep. Left bottom on that 8 ball. And then just a little bit of right bottom and draw back. This is a very offensive match. I don't think there hasn't been a safety yet. That's how good the table's breaking. There hasn't been a safety. I don't ever see that anymore, seems like. CHINAKHOV takes the lead, 4-3. I still say it's an element of luck every time you break the balls. If you make a ball and get a shot, you're one fortunate person. Because I just don't seem to be able to do it anymore. If I make a ball, I don't get a shot. If I don't make a ball, I leave the guy straight in. So I don't know how to win like this. KACI to break, behind 4-3. Right side, right bottom, drawing the cue ball to the side rail. See, he's playing like position on it. He's breaking a certain speed too. I couldn't do that. The ball would never go in. I don't know how they're making the corner ball and the 9's on the spot. That doesn't even make sense how that happens. I mean, mathematically, the ball does not aim for the corner. It's aiming for the rail, the diamond almost, up there, near the pocket. And it goes in. And then when I break them, the ball hits the diamond, never hits the pocket. The trick. I don't know how I'm supposed to win playing these guys with this trick break. I don't know if he's going to play the 9 with the 8 ball with the cue ball, or just bank the 1 back down here underneath the 5, 6, and 9, 2 rails. He'll roll it maybe too, or stop it. He rolled it. Good shot. That was the right way to shoot it, was to roll it so that he, wow, and it bounced back behind the 2. I didn't see that he had me hidden. Now, CHINAKHOV's in real bad trouble here. He needs to kick bottom rail, side rail, in between the 6 and the 3, and he'll have to kick 3 rails to hit this ball. If he hits this ball, he's done well, I'll tell you that. Or he could kick side rail in between the 6-3, hit side rail, bottom rail, and hit the ball. I almost believe that's his easier kick. Is side rail, go past the 3, unless he can get past the 2 to the side rail, past the side, then he can kick it like that and possibly make an easier kick. 1 rail into it. I think he can hit 1 rail straight into it. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's cueing low, then hit it kind of firm. Oh, he lost the speed of it. He could have hit that ball. If he would have hit it a lot firmer with bottom, he would have hit it. He let the bottom come off of the shot. He did disturb the 3 ball, which is the only consolation he got out of that shot. You see where he's right there. He wants the cue ball there so that he can just draw over for the 3 nice and easy. He'll put it at an angle where he can roll the ball. He doesn't want to have to draw it or stun it too much. He wants to roll into this position. That gives him the best chance to land right on that 2. That's another thing, you amateurs, when you get ball in hand, you got to learn to just play the shot if you can, where you can roll into the shot nice and easy. And that way it'll pan out for you. See how he's hitting real high on the ball. He'll just roll the ball like that. See how it landed right where he wanted it, because he just rolled right into position. He'll put left bottom on this and draw over. Ideally, he would like to get dead straight in on this shot. Or a little bit past straight in, right there where he's looking. That way, it'll give him the avenue to roll past the 6 to the bottom rail. And then he could just come right out for the 5 or shoot the 5 in the side. How he lands on this 3 will dictate how he runs the 5 and the 6. I have a tendency to underhit these. I do. That particular shot, he did exactly what I said. Now he'll draw back. He'll draw back and play the 4 in the corner and go 2 rails for the 5 in the same corner. That's what it looks like, unless he can stun the 9 out of the way somehow. If he can hit it hard and stun the 9 ball out of the way and let the cue ball creep through right there, it might be. I still say that's risky. I think he should just draw back, but he looks like he might be doing something else. He's scared of stunning it because he doesn't know exactly what's going to happen. He turned out pretty good. That was a risky shot. He could have went right off in the corner, but he hit it good. The speed was right. He's okay. Now, he'll just slow roll this and come back out and play the 5 in the same pocket. He'll put a little bit of right on it. Unless he can shoot it slow and stay for the side. But I think he's got to come back out with a little bit of right top. Nice and smooth. Like that. Perfect. Now he wants to draw back a little bit so he can get an angle to go 2 rails. Unless he can stun and hit the 9. If he can stun forward and hit the 9, then he can create a little bit of angle. But he doesn't want to stay straight in. He needs to draw back just a little, like that. Now he can follow straight top. If he would have drew back further, he would have went 2 rails. Now he'll just go straight top, straight down the table. Yeah, unless he's drawing it around. He might draw it around too. No, he went straight top, just like I said. And that's perfect. I can't always tell exactly, but I'm doing a pretty good job of, this view's not that bad. He'll put a little bit of right top or come out, or he'll put straight top and go and shoot it in this corner over here. Yep. That's what he chose to do. He should have never went near the rail on that shot, though. I think I would have came out in the middle of the table. But it doesn't matter. He didn't get too penalized because the pockets, he's got a lot of area there. He'll just stun this or draw it. He's stunned forward. Tied it up 4-4. CHINAKHOV to break. Right side. Right bottom, doesn't want a Brooklyn and doesn't want to foul the break. Driving the cue ball to the side rail. Even though they make a Brooklyn, they still make balls. Ooh, he got a bad roll there. But he's got an easy kick safe. Really. I butcher this one sometimes, but I hit it good a lot of times. I think the key on this shot is just don't try to hit it too hard. Just try to snooker him. If you try to kick it further down table, that's when you butcher it. He'll just roll this with like a little bit of middle with spin, and he'll kick it, and the cue ball will stick right there, and the 3 ball will go down table like that. So you amateurs and weekend players out there, take notes on that shot. It's just middle ball. Or a lot of times a little bit above center. A lot of spin into the ball lightly, and it'll just stick right there, and you knock the ball down table and play a nice safety. It's not that hard a shot. You just need to imagine what you need to do. Don't hit too low on it, and just hit it nice and smooth. He can kick this to the right rail or that left rail over there by the pink 4 ball. I don't know which way he'll go. I think it's better if he kicks underneath the 4 Because if he hits the correct side of the ball on this side of the 3, where he's standing on this side, he can knock the ball down table, and the cue ball can come underneath the 7 and the 9 somehow. If he kicks it with speed, I'm no good at kicking this one with the right speed. I always want to hit it hard. He's already kicked one kind of hard. I don't know what speed. I would kick at medium speed, like medium table. He hit the correct side, and he got the roll. So that was a little bit lucky, but he hit the correct side of the ball. I'm not going to condemn him because he did hit the correct side of the ball. I still thought he hit it kind of hard. I don't think Efren would have kicked that ball quite that hard. He would have played like I did for a different kind of outcome. Kicking's always a element of luck. I don't care. Unless it's that kick he had on the 3-6 down here. That's pretty much a no-brainer that you're gonna a great player or a good top player is gonna kick that safe. 9 out of 10 or 99 out of 100 maybe. You're gonna miss it once in a while. He's got a jump shot here. He's just gonna try to jump it in. I don't know if he can get the cue ball to come back. It's gonna be tough to get position. Well, he slopped it in. That's better than... He almost wishes it wouldn't have went in. He might have got some kind of safe and left him some kind of tough long shot. Now he's got a tough safety. Kinda, I guess. It looks like he could just thin the 4 and roll down behind the 6. That's the shot. Real slow. There's no way to... One of these balls has to get him, the 6 or the 9. If he hits it... Uh-oh, he hit it the wrong... Yep, he didn't thin it enough. He hit the 4 ball too thick. A little bit thinner, he wouldn't have left no shot there, I guarantee you. And it moved the cue ball too far down, and he did overhit it a little bit, I think. Just a hair. Right here, he'll thin the 4, maybe with a little bit of right, and bank it back in the middle of the table, and the cue ball will go underneath the 8 ball, and then he can try to get them with the 5 and the 9 ball too. So this is a little bit of a mistake here for CHINAKHOV. He's doing something else. He's knocking the 4 down table and coming underneath the 6, 5, and 7 with left. It looks like. I don't think that was the right shot. I thought the other shot was... Well, I don't know. He's left him a shot, but it ain't much of one. These guys have a hard time judging these rails with the safeties because they're a little bit fast, the rails. But the tables seem to play good overall. He tried to bank this or cut it, bank it back down table and snook room, or thin it and come back. He could bank it, and that was good. He needs it to gather off these rails a little bit like that. But it didn't gather quite enough. Well, let's see how good KACI shoots now. He'll probably play safe. No, just kidding. He's just shoot it in this corner here, the left corner as we look, with left bottom. And he's trying to knock the 5 ball around underneath the 7. He needs to hit it kind of hard to make the 5 ball move, I think, a little bit. Kind of firm, if he shoots at it. The safety here would be, the safety's kind of tricky. He's looking at something else. He's trying to find something else other than just take the shot on. These guys are all like that. Instead of just getting up and taking the shot on, they're looking for a way out, a safer way. I'm looking to either be a hero or die. He's rolling it, drawing it. He's drawing it, I think. Or he's going to roll it. He might just roll the ball and try to create something too. He feels safer that way instead of elevating the cue. Good shot. Wow, this guy's fortunate too. But that was a good shot. That was the right shot. He got a good roll. He could have came up with nothing too, but good shot. He pocketed the ball. You have to respect that for sure. He'll just roll this in, bounce off a little bit. Create a little bit of angle. This is where I can't ever figure out what they're going to do most of the time. He could just lightly go 2 rails and shoot the 7 in the corner and roll down somehow. Or he could come all the way back out and shoot the 7 in the same corner here. Yep, that's what I thought he would do. In the beginning, that's what I would have done on that shot, probably just about it. If I got the right angle, I'll do it every time. Now he needs to stun the ball. He needs to stun it with right and go to the rail and then the side rail. Because I don't think he can draw the 9s in the way. This shot's kind of tricky. You just stun it a little. He can't roll it because it might go over against the rail. He wants to make sure and get off the rail. That's why he's going to stun the ball. Oh, he played that weird. That was weird. He really played that shot not right. I don't know, did he miss stunned or something there? He'll just thin the 8 and pinball around the table. 1, 2, 3. And just, I don't know if he'll try to get him behind the 9 because he might risk knocking the ball too far out. I don't know why he's looking over there. He ain't never going to shoot from there. These guys waste a lot of time. They're good at that. There ain't but one shot here. And this is it right here. He can do all the looking he wants. I done played this shot a billion times. You got to put a lot of left on it too, so that it gathers with the rail, so he won't have to hit the 8 too hard. Just wants to thin it like that. He couldn't get him behind the 9. That's all he could do. I don't know why he wasted a minute, because there was the only shot. He's got to try to thin the right side of the 8 ball here and come back. Might get him with the 9. This shot is almost out of my element anymore. I can't see the edge of the ball. Oh, he banked it back. Wow, look at this shot. And he got clear away with it because it half double kissed. Oh, that was an unlucky shot right there. Unless he can see the edge of the ball to make it. I don't think he can. I think he might be able to see the edge of it, but he can't make it. That was some shot, really. But fortunate, because it did double kiss a fraction, I think. That's amazing he got away with that shot. But you know, these rails allow some shots because they're so lively. He's going to kick 2 rails, try to, a certain speed. He doesn't want to hit, I don't know if he, or he might try to kick straight on the bottom rail and spin over with a lot of spin. Sometimes I hit this shot good, and most of the time I butcher it. Kicking never was my best part of my game. My best part of my game was offense, always. You may try to kick away from the ball a little bit with spin. That way it'll go into it and kick it different into the side rail, and that keeps the cue ball from going down table. Unless he can see the ball. Nope, he did exactly what I said, except he didn't hit. He cut the ball a little bit too much, just a hair. And he might have hit that too hard. These rails are so live. He'll put a little bit of left bottom on this and just draw off. That's all he's got to do. These pockets are sweet. They're not that difficult. You can just fireballs in. He'll just put a little left bottom and draw back or spin. Spin forward a little bit. 5-4, broke his serve, broke KACI's serve. No, it was CHINAKHOV broke last time, so he held serve. Right bottom, right side, KACI to break. He's got an easy safety. Unless he can cut this in and go back and forth, that's going to be risky. It's funny when you got a shot, it looks like you can get out, but it's risky. But you got an easy safety. I think normally you'll just go with the safety. Because if he cuts this ball, you don't know if it's going to clip the 7. And then you don't know how the rails are going to react. It might come down and clip the 9 or something and do something funny. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. His safety is easy. He can just roll the ball and bounce the 1 ball right behind it to the side rail with straight top. He's going for the cut. I see him. Nope. And I told you, when you get a shot like this, it's always, you're very indecisive. That's why I like placement pool. There's a shot clock. Every match couldn't go within minutes of each other. There's no playing around. You got to play. They need to change the game to where we're just shooting. No safeties, no thinking, just running around. He's going back and forth. He's taking a chance. I don't think it's that much of a chance, really. It looks like it'll come off clean. Yep, I was right. He got lucky that he bounced into an easy safety here, looks like maybe, somewhat. It's lucky he didn't get snookered there. He can just bounce the 2 out in the middle and leave the cue ball kind of right there and let it roll to the rail. These shots are always tricky to play. These little finesse safety shots where you just got to barely roll a ball behind another one, or just thin a ball real thin and roll behind another ball, because you're hanging yourself out to dry if you don't execute the shot. It's curtains. You can see he just wants to roll it real slow right behind the 6. Oh, he's going to thin it and go down behind the 9, let the 2 bounce off a little bit. This is a better shot. Yeah, that was a better shot, no doubt. That was the better shot. Now, if he can see the edge of it, it may not even be worth looking at. He's going to have to kick this somehow. He could kick this to the side rail, hit the front of the ball, the way we're looking down here where he is, and bank it into the rail and bring it back. That's a prudent play there. I think that's the best play. I usually get a good result on this particular shot when I play it that way, versus trying to kick and stop it and knock it around and leaving the cue ball behind the 6. You think that shot's there, but it's the harder shot to kick and stop it, I think, than to kick and hit the top of the ball and bank the 2 ball back down the table. Probably just a straight ball, not much spin. Unless he sees something else thinning it. Oh, maybe he can see enough of it to bank the 2 back down between the 6 and the side. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Wow. You know, that wasn't a bad play, and I didn't think he could see that much of the 2 ball, because the 8 ball had the corner blocked. This one angle I got really doesn't justify my commentary, but I'm doing pretty good, I think, for a 1 angle situation. He's got to kick to the side rail. He has no alternative. He doesn't want to kick here. He's just kind of trying to judge how hard to hit it and where to aim it. This is a hard kick. It's easily missed because you're kicking into the side rail. And you can't kick this slow. It's a hard ball to kick slow. You might get a better result kicking it slow than medium hard or hard. But your instinct here is just, he looks like he's trying to kick it slow somehow. He's aiming further down the rail and let the cue ball slide. But it's a dangerous shot that way. You kick it hard, the ball's bigger. You kick it slow, it's smaller. That's what he's trying to do. He thinks he can create a better safety kicking it slow, kind of. And I do too. But your instinct is saying, I can't hit the ball. He's doing that. He's trying to kick it slow. He'll hit it with a high ball if he kicks it slow. Yeah? And he still didn't get the creation he wanted. So, but he almost did. He almost landed it right on the bottom rail, and that would have been worth something. But he's left Chinakhoov an easy cut. He'll put a lot of left on this, cut it in, and come back to the middle of the table for the 3 in the same pocket. There you go, 3 in the same pocket. He'll put left bottom, draw off the rail. Just stun off the rail. That's all he needs to do. He'll put left middle on this and just roll it slowly and go around the 7 for the 6. Real slow with some left. Like that. There you go. Good shot. This guy's got a good game. They're both good players. Or really, really good players. And they got a long time to play to prove if they're great. He's going to stun out or draw back. Stun out. There you go. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rails on this. No, 4 rails. 1, 2, 3, 4. He should, all the way around the table. Oh, he chickened out. I wanted to see him go around the table and just get right there and then roll back out to the corner. But he decided to do it this way. He's going to go 2 rails for the same pocket with left. He handled that well. A lot of times you overhit that shot, or you underhit it too. Left bottom and just draw over. Good shot. This guy's smooth, I'll tell you that. Chinakhoov to break. Right side, right bottom. Drawing the cue ball to the side rail. Doesn't want to foul the break. Ooh, and he Brooklyned it right in the side pocket. He didn't cut the 1 like he wanted to. And he did. That's the first time no one's made a ball, I think. He didn't make a ball. It's like amazing that this is the first break no one made a ball on out of 10, 11 breaks. 6-4, Chinakhoov leads over KACI. KACI's got ball in hand. I can't tell what the 8 ball's doing, but it looks like it's in a bad spot. Looks like death. If it's on that point, it's like you'll have to get to the 5 and shoot the 5 ball into the 8 or something. He's going to roll this one out to the middle. He didn't go quite as far as he wanted to. But he's still all right because the pocket's nice and sweet. You don't have to hit the middle of the pocket. You still can scrub the rail a little. Left bottom, he'll draw back to the middle. Just create that little bit of angle on the 3. A lot of left bottom on this one because he didn't roll quite as far as he wanted. He'll kill it with a lot of left bottom. Like that. He kind of let that ball get a little creepy too. He wanted to dig into that ball a little more. He's going to roll this or just draw this one. He's going to draw it lightly right around the 4 ball. He'll probably use 2 rails. The 8 ball must go in the corner, so Unless he's terribly out of position now, because you can't use the 5 anymore. The 8 must go, so, or it goes in the side. You can't tell from this angle. But he's out of position for ball in hand. And I've done that many times too. He's going to roll this in with a lot of right. He'll just roll it in nice and lightly. The amateur players hate rolling shots, but you've got to learn to do that to get better in pool. Got to learn how to just feather balls in nice and slow, like that, see? It gets you out of trouble. Gets you where you don't have to go around the table and use too many rails. Now here you just put straight top, come straight back down the middle of the table, and shoot the 6 in the corner that he's looking at right now. Straight top, he won't put any spin on it. He doesn't have to. Wow, he drew it. And that shows he's a little bit, I don't know why he drew that ball. I guess he figured he would land straighter on the 6. But he's further away from the ball, I think. If he'd have followed it, it would have been closer to the... I don't understand. Even if he would have got an angle on the 6, he could have drew over for the 7 in the same corner. And it was different, I felt, for him to draw that one. But it's still, he landed all right. All he's got to do is roll this. I don't know why he's looking around so intensely, though. Oh, this is, and I got it wrong, too. It's KACI instead of CHINAKHOV. Why do these guys look alike? No, just kidding. All right, roll it in, straight top. I can't hardly see. These guys are in, like in the dark or something. He's going to stop right there and do something now. This is kind of weird. Or stun over. Because he's not following. You can see that. He's going to put a lot of spin on it and try to run into this ball. Or draw around and shoot the 7, the 8 in the same corner. Draw 2 rails. Wow. I don't like... Is this ball really... It must not scratch. It looks like it's a dead scratch from here. That's weird. I hate this shot. I do not like this shot. Unless it's sitting easier than I think. We'll just roll it in with no spin. Because you spin that shot, it's harder to make. I'll tell you that. He'll just stop right there on the line. Or stun over. Stun over. All right. KACI the break. Well, I can't, yeah. Wow, he just tapped those. 6-5, CHINAKHOV. That was a big game he gave away there. I'll tell you that. He's got a shot on the 1. He can just roll the 1 ball in. Position on the 2 is going to be tricky still, because he could play for the side, but he better hope the table rolls straight. I'll tell you that. He's going to roll this in, because he's got to hit it dead slow. Real slow. No, the ball goes in the corner. He doesn't have to. He's going to roll back past the 2 and shoot the 2 ball in the corner then. I think. He went down table. That was all right if he's... Yeah, I think he's all right there. These guys like playing for the sides. They don't like those long corner shots. Draw, he's going to draw into the bottom rail down there by the, where the 8 ball is, and then come back between the 3-7 with left bottom to the 3 in the corner pocket. Just like that. Yeah, you got to make it placement pull. You're playing the table. You're not playing the player. That's what's wrong with pool. That's why golf is such a great game, because you're playing the golf course. You're not playing the golfer. And that's what we got to do. The pool. We got to make it where the player plays himself and plays the table, and the other guy never enters his mind the whole match. You start playing pool like that, we'll find out how guys really tick. This is going to draw back a little bit. And this is easier than playing a full rack rotation. If you play full rack rotation, you would narrow the plays down to hardly any. Full rack rotation really will find out who's professional and who isn't. You're only running 9 balls, 4 balls half the time, 3 balls, ball in hand, 1, 3. He'll draw back a little for the 6. Looks like he can draw back just a little. Or stun forward and shoot the 6 in the other corner. Oh, he drew back off. He had enough angle to draw off the rail. Now he'll just draw back out past the side pockets and shoot the 7 right where he's looking in that corner, with right bottom. This is a shot you guys, the amateurs, need to take note on too. Just put a lot of bottom on it. Just touch draw it back to the middle. A little bit of spin. Right. So you put the right. That makes it move a little bit too, that little bit of spin. He underhit that just a little bit, but he's still all right. He can slow roll it in or draw. I don't know if he can draw it to the rail. I think he's just going to have to float this one in with a lot of left. Real slow. No, he looks like he can draw it. He's going to draw to the side rail. Like that. Only thing is he's going to land straight. I never liked the way he shot that ball. He shot that shot wrong. He should have rolled it. He's scared of rolling the ball a lot. So, you know, a lot of these players today don't want to roll nothing. It's like he can stun it with right and spin forward off the side rail. Like that. He's lucky he got that little bit of angle. He could have got dead straight, but he didn't. That was a good shot he made there, though. He'll draw this to the side rail or stun it to the bottom rail. Yeah, he stunned that one. He tied it up, 6-6. That was a big game a while ago. CHINAKHOV to break. Right side, right bottom. He doesn't want to hit that Brooklyn like he did last time when he scratched. That was the mistake he made a while ago. Wow, what a sweet roll that was. The cue ball was dead against the 9. Now the 2 ball rolled up right where he's got a shot. And I think he's got just enough cue action away from the 9 to get something on it to get back for this 3. He'll stun this to the middle, to the bottom rail in between the 5 and the 4. Unless he can just draw straight over. He doesn't like the rack being there because it's going to infringe on the cue ball. He's actually not against the 9. He's away from the 9 too. But he's still, the 9's blocking a little bit of the cue ball, but I don't think it's impeding on the shot that much, kind of. He looked like he was just going to draw over, but that's awful dangerous. Draw past the 6 or into it, or he can get back before the 6. Yeah, I didn't know he could do that. It didn't even look like he could do that. That's perfect now. He'll either go, he's going to stun the ball 2 rails, 3 rails and shoot the 4 where he is down there. Beautiful, good shot. These rails are really nice for those shots because they really react quick, and those shots come off real good on these tables. He'll just stun out with some left. Well, he went forward. Perfect. He'll just draw back to the middle with right and shoot the 6 down here on my left in the corner. Unless he wants to play for the side. Oh, he almost missed it. He was thinking about how good he wanted to get straight in on that 6. He almost missed the 5. Everybody does that too. He'll just stun forward a little bit or stop. Right there, stun forward a little. That's perfect because he needed that little angle because he wants to shoot the 9 in the corner. He'll stun off the rail with left, shoot the 9 in the other corner. These guys are kind of easy to commentate because they shoot a lot like I do. Right bottom. They actually shoot better than I do. No, I'm just kidding. 7-6, that was a big redemption for him after leading 6-4 and making that simple scratch on the break and letting him back in the match. That was a great redemption for Rulsan CHINAKHOV. It'll be KACI to break. Score 7-6, CHINAKHOV. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. But going back to placement pool, you got to make the player, like I told you, you got to make them play themselves. And let's find out who can really play. And a full rack, 15 ball. And you got to shoot them all in the corner. It's really difficult, but doable. Right bottom, right side, KACI to break, driving the cue ball to the side rail. Doesn't want to foul the break. That break hasn't fouled once on this table tonight. It's crazy how good the balls break on this table. And they got a shot every time. I don't think I've ever seen this lately. I don't know if he'll come down the side rail, 2 rails. Just slide down straight with a little bit of the left top maybe. These rails are perfect for that. The ball's not reversing off the rails much. So what I mean by that, for a lot of people that don't understand what I said, when you hit higher on the ball and you're using the rails, when the cloth is real new or the rails are mushy, the ball reverses more. But it won't do it on this. He'll come straight down the side rail, or he'll go 2 rails back between the 7 and the 9 here. Yeah, he just slid down like that, like I said. And these rails complement that shot right there. That shot's a lot harder on the Mosconi Cup table or any matchroom table or a real new cloth, real dry conditions. That shot's a lot harder. This table's dry, but like I said, the rails are like bricks. It's a good combination. Right top, he'll go to the side rail and go all the way down and shoot the 3 underneath him right there. The right top. Got to go 2 rails. Or you might draw around underneath the 8 and the 6. He didn't. That's what he was supposed to do right there. He still could have drew that ball 1, 2, 3 rails around the 6th. But he hit that textbook, not perfect. He'll just draw off a little, shoot the 4 in the same pocket. He'll either just draw off with left bottom here, or just follow it with a little bit of right and check the cue ball off the rail. And he's going to follow it with the right, like I said, and check the cue ball. The amateurs start putting little spins on them little shots and check the cue ball. See how it landed with the angle now. A lot of you guys won't check that cue ball and you'll land straight in. You have to stay way down there. Now he can draw, he'll put left bottom and kill this into the rail like. See how it killed? It came off flat. He still landed a little bit funny. If he'd have stopped just a little bit shorter, it would have been perfect. He might follow this now because the draw's a little bit funny. I don't know if he'll try to stun over or just follow back and try to create something. Looks like he's going forward. Because he landed funny. So you guys got to realize when to follow the ball like that sometimes. He landed a little bit creepy there, though. I'll tell you that. A little bit creepy. I think he still can beat the side pocket, just rolling the ball. If it would have rolled another fraction, he'd have been in no man's land. He'll go just before the side, come back and shoot the 9 in the left corner over there. Perfect. If it'll roll a hair further, he would have had to jack up and fire that ball and go around the table somewhere. Now he'll draw to the side rail. I can tell he's drawing out on this one. Tied it up, 7-7. That was a nice break and run. Rulsan CHINAKHOV to break right side, right bottom, drawing the cue ball to the side rail. Doesn't want that Brooklyn. Ooh, he kind of mishit it. He hit the 1 too low. It's like hitting in bowling, like that Brooklyn's a bowling term too. He hit the pin real skinny and he didn't get nothing. Hit the 1 real skinny. When I do bad things, I get punished. He had a good roll there. He could have left the guy like an easy shot or something, but he didn't. They're trying to determine if he fouled the break or not now. There is no break in placement pool. That eliminates that. It gets rid of it. The break is just like a disease or something. It's like, I never realized it didn't belong in pool. That's why snooker's such a great game. You're not battling with a creepy luck shot every time. But this is the way it is right now until I'm not going to leave this game in this. I want to leave it in a better situation. I can't believe he rolled out with that shot. These guys are bold, I'll tell you that. They think they're that lucky too, that if they miss it, they won't leave the guy nothing. That's how creepy that cue is. It's like a carnival or something, this stick. I still don't agree with it, even though I use it sometimes. Thing's a menace. And there ain't no jumping in placement pool. There's no clown act in that game. It's just pure pool. He's going to try to make it. If he makes it, he might get a shot because the 2's right there. He's got to hit it with speed, though. And him trying to hit it with speed might mess it up. I don't know. Cue ball go 2 rail. We don't know if he can hold position. And like I said, he knew he would get some creepy lucky roll like that. He didn't even try to make it. He's lucky he didn't scratch, too. I mean, what a creepy shot. And look what happened. He got pure lucky off of it. So that stick has no place in pool. It really doesn't. But anyway, it's here, and it won't be in my game when I start placement pool. It'll never be in there. He can see the edge of the ball. Fortunately, he left him something off that lucky shot. He's going to try to bank the 1 into the side rail, or he's going to try to make it like that. He had no choice. He had to try to make it. He couldn't hit enough of the ball to bank it to the bottom rail and then get it behind the 3 and the 4 over there. He didn't leave a shot, but he's left the easy safety. He can do a number of things here. He can bank the 1 ball over to the side rail, use the 8, 9, 4, and 3 as blockers. That's kind of tricky, though. I was sitting the wrong way. He could bank the 1. Bank the 1 right by the 8 and 9 there. and put a little inside on it, a little bit of left, and check the cue ball and kill it over there on the side rail. That looks like the right shot. Just going to put some left on it, bank the one ball back towards the 8 and 9, and let the cue ball float over there. Behind those, just like that. Very good. And he left it really creepy too. Unless he can go to the bottom rail. If he's got a kick side rail and go across the table, this is going to be a hard ball to hit with any power. He won't be able to generate no power. He's going to kick this slow maybe and just try to knock it to the rail. He's got to hope he don't hit the edge and scratch. Or he missed the whole ball. Just like I said, it's a creepy shot, that shot. I've missed that ball 1,000 times kicking it. And if you kick it hard, you'll never hit it. It's like when you're jacked up over that ball. So that jump stick won another match, looks like. You guys keep thinking these guys are winning these matches on their own skill. That jump stick wins a lot of games, and it alters a lot of matches. It's a menace. It's a crutch. All right, he's going to try to draw back a little bit. Create just a little angle so he can draw to the side rail and get that little angle for the 3 for the same corner he's shooting the 1 in. A little bit of right bottom. It's tricky getting this right. Yeah, he got it all right. That's good. Now he'll put a lot of left bottom and hit a touch draw. This is the kind of shot the amateur players need to take note on. A lot of bottom, a lot of spin, and it'll just touch draw over off that rail and keep that angle for that 3, and you won't overhit. As long as you hit a lot of bottom and a lot of spin like that, see? There you go. He's perfect. Now he'll just roll this. I don't know if he's going to stay for the side or come back for the corner. He may. It's tricky if he slow rolls it real slow for the side on the 4 ball. It's easier to miss the ball. If he shoots it in and goes 2 rails and comes back and shoots the 4 in the same pocket, it looks like he's going to draw it somehow. Or no, he's going to. Like I said, that's the easier way to pocket the ball. 2 rails and come back. He hit that good. He's okay. He didn't want to go any further because he would have had to go back down to this bottom rail and then back down again. It looks like he can draw straight back. He'll put a little bit of left bottom on this. And he'll draw to the left side of the 6 ball over there on the side rail. A lot of bottom. He'll be very aggressive. Just like that. Good shot. He'll either put left top and bounce straight out, or he'll put right top and use the rails. He's putting left and come straight out. Little angle on the 6, and he'll use the side rail, come over for the 7. Left top now, or he'll stun the ball a little bit. These guys like stunning. I roll a lot of shots because I play that placement pull all the time, and you got to play the middle of the ball a lot more than the bottom. He's rolling it with left. He's not stunning. So he rolled it with left. It came out all right. It's a little bit funny. He might roll down for the side now. He wanted to get where he could draw out or stun off the rail for the corner where the 7's going, or the other corner. He actually wanted to get where he could get the 8 to go in the same corner he's going to shoot the 7 with. But now it looks tricky. He's got to roll down for the side. That's no problem. He'll put straight top, real high on the cue ball. And on these shots, bend your knees a lot, you amateurs and weekend players. The cue ball will roll a lot easier when you follow when you bend your knees. See how easy it just floated right down there? He's landing a little bit funny again. He could slow roll this in the side and shoot the 9 in the corner where he just shot the 7. That's the prudent play. But on these shots, when you're slow rolling them, they can skid and stuff. And that's what scares you and makes you a little timid and it makes you want to shoot it some other way. He's just going to slow roll in. He's going to go all the way to the bottom rail and come back so that he makes sure it doesn't skid. Yep, just like I thought. He's scared of that skid. I would be too. That's probably what I would have done right there to make sure it didn't skid. Be a little more aggressive. A little bit of left bottom. He won't draw to the rail. He might stun to the rail. Yeah, he probably will. Yep, just stun to the rail. Just to make sure that he makes the shot. That it secures the shot more stunning to that rail. Doesn't look like it. He's taking the lead. KACI, 8-7. Breaking from the right side, right bottom. Driving the cue ball to the side rail. Look at that. There's literally no slate there. The ball was standing there and then it just fell in an inch from the pocket. That's why these tables are kind of soft. They got a little bit of a shallow slate and a little easy drop off. The bevel is there's too much bevel on the drop off. He didn't get a shot. He has, the ball won't bank either. The 7's in the way. I was going to say, he could just fire the bank. He's got an easy safety, though, it looks like maybe. He could just clip the 3 with right top and go right behind the 4. That's what he's looking at. But it's, it's risky, but he can't lose from there, even if he... Yeah, you could leave a bank, maybe. I don't think it's that hard of a shot, but you got to take it on. Commit yourself. You'll put right top and just slow roll the ball. Real slow. Flip the right side of the 3. It's there, but it may not be sitting ideal. I can't tell exactly from here. Looks like if that 3 ball was an inch further this way where he's standing, it would really be ideal. I can't tell. It don't look like there's a scratch. See, he's looking to see if there's a scratch. It just don't look like it. If he gets a little bit of spin on it, it should alter the cue ball away from the pocket. That's another thing amateurs and weekend players and avid players, even good players, need to take note on. Put a little bit of spin on your safeties, and that alters the ball just a little bit away from something you think's going to happen drastically. It won't happen. He's scared of this shot, but he shouldn't be. It's not that difficult, I don't think. Just slow roll it with some light. He may be doing something else, though. Yeah, I was afraid that he would... he didn't put any spin on the ball. I think that's why he didn't get the safety. He rolled it with no spin. So he showed a little bit of that he can make mistakes. He's not perfect. He's going to bank this in or play safe. Going to thin the 3 somehow and come back over there. I would have just fired that in. He should have banked that ball in. Because even if he didn't make it, he might not could leave a shot. And that ball was doable, that bank. He's going to thin this somehow and use the 9 or the 7. He might try to bank it just to the left of the 9 ball as we look. and send the cue ball over by the 7, because these rails are perfect for this. The way they're kind of jumpy, and they're really live rails. But it could get away from him too, this shot. I still can't believe Rulsan didn't bank that ball. Should have took a whack at that one. Put a little bit of left on it, but it might get away from him. He might play something else. But I don't see much else. Unless he thins the ball somehow. He played exactly the shot I said, but see how live these rails are? It's a live table. This table is alive. Some players' rails like this really pick at their game. And sometimes these kind of rails pick at my game. I'm not totally comfortable when the rails are too springy sometimes, or I'm not comfortable when they're too dead either. I'm going to try to bank it in, I think, and draw the cue ball under the 5. Oh, he got the roll. Look at that. These guys are living good. I'll tell you that. He should have banked the 3 ball before. That was a way harder bank than he had before. But he was forced to bank that one because he had no safety, literally, from there. And I think he's totally snookered. I don't think he can see the edge of the ball. If he can, he may be able to play some kind of safety, but it won't be a Loctite safe, I don't think. Even if he can see the edge of the ball. Wait, if he could thin it, well, he's got to kick at it. I can see now he's going to have to kick at the ball. He's going to kick straight down the table. He's just trying to determine where he wants to hit the 3 ball. No, he's going to kick to the side rail now. No. I think up and down the table is the best kick here. He may be able to create something with a medium speed kick or a real hard one. I don't know exactly. Get it real high on the cue ball, and that'll croquet the shot, like it'll stop the cue ball, kill it. You see that? He hit high on the cue ball. You guys take notes on that one too. He didn't get the roll. But I like what the cue ball did. It hit real high on it, and it whiffled it like a wiffle ball. I'm going to shoot this in the corner and draw just before the side, I think, and then bounce back out to the middle with left bottom. Yeah, good shot. It's like we might have an 8-8 match. Straight top, come down for the side, or draw over to the side and play the 5 in the corner. No. Now he'll just draw straight back. I hate this shot. He's good at drawing the ball. I don't know if that's his cue, the table, or what, or him, but I like the way he draws the ball. He draws it nice. I follow the ball better now than I draw it seems like. I think as you get older, you get better at following the ball. You just stop right there, or draw back a little. Yeah, he still landed funny. He'll put a lot of right on this and spin over what little bit he can to get closer to it. You just put a lot of right on it and just spin over like that. Good shot. 8-8, I'm predicting for sure. I don't think he's going to miss this one. He's too good a player. Just stop right there. 8-8. CHINAKHOV is breaking. There's the hill fist pump. The old hill good luck. Do they really mean it? Yeah, I guess they do. What about tennis? The guy hits the tape and it drops over and the guy apologizes. I don't believe that either. Nothing to apologize for. Period. Sports are sports. Pool's still the hardest game on earth. I don't care what a golfer, tennis player, anybody says, a soccer player. This game right here is a different animal. Big break right here. You're always nervous on a break like this. Hill, right bottom, draw. He doesn't want that Brooklyn. He hit him good. Except he didn't get a decent. He got a shot, cut it in. Go up and down the table. The two balls down here, though, wow. This will be a crazy position play. I don't see him taking this shot on. Looks like to me he's got an easy safety. Just to thin the ball. Go 2 rails. Come down in between the 8-6. He's taking it on. I guess he's going to slow roll it somehow. Come straight back down for the 2. Wow, he should have never tried that. I knew that was, that's the first ball I've seen hang up that's near that cup, I'll tell you that. I'm surprised that one didn't just slurp right in there. That was tricky with inside. He shot that awful quick, too. I like the way he plays, though. He'll do great in placement pool because he plays fast. This is a simple shot. All he's got to do is go rail first. With these rails, as live as they are, there's no way he can not get shape. Just nice and smooth with a lot of right. Rail first, it'll pinball 3 rails right around the table. Perfect. Just like that. Ooh, he almost landed 2 straight, but he's all right. He's got to go 2 rails now in between the 6 and the 9 with left top. Shoot the 3 in the right corner down there. Unless he draws it. He's drawing it somehow. Like he's going to draw around. Oh, he's going to stun it. Like that. It didn't look like he had that much angle. This is an illusion, this one angle camera, though, sometimes on a lot of shots. Like I said, I think I'm doing a great job for this one camera. He'll draw this over. He's scared of rolling it because he just ain't going to roll nothing in this situation if he can draw it. He'll draw a left bottom to the side rail, create an angle to shoot the 4 in the same pocket. That was the prudent play. It was laying right for that anyway. I would go 2 rails and shoot the 6 in the left corner over here. But these guys, they play a totally different game. A lot. They like to play them for the sides. He's going to try to get perfect angle there. That's a little tricky. He's going to draw back to the side rail, 2 rails. I can see it. This ain't a bad play, though. He's overhit it. A little, no? He's all right. That's a good shot. I thought for a moment he'd way overhit that. Now he'll just touch draw it past the side. Or roll it. He'll roll it with left. He's scared. These guys are scared of rolling shots. That's where I'm going to beat them in placement pool. You got to roll a lot of shots in that with spins, too. He's going to draw. He ain't never going to roll this ball. He'll draw past the side. I know it every time. I know how he's going to shoot it. Now he put right bottom and draw off and shoot the 9 in the same corner. A lot of right bottom. Aim thick on the ball. You amateur players, throw the balls in the pocket. Don't cut them in. Aim thick on them and throw them in with spins. That's my piece of advice, my best piece of advice for tonight. Right bottom, draw off, 9 ball in the same corner. Don't prove me wrong. There you go.
Does it look like the right moment to take picture?
Can't believe he, well, I don't know, that shot was makeable. He'll just draw, stun forward like that. There you go. KACI's the winner, 9-8 over Rulsan CHINAKHOV. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to the Billiard Network for more great pool action from around the world. I'm Earl Strickland saying goodbye.